commission meeting tonight. I will give the invocation, after which the Pledge of Allegiance will be given by our Community Development Director, Scott Lyons. Our Heavenly Father, as we bow before Thee this day, we are grateful for Thy many blessings. Father in heaven, we are so thankful for the opportunity that you have to meet and discuss the needs of our county and the communities throughout our county, Father, and the issues that we're dealing with, and those things that we need to discuss as far as business today. Father in heaven, we're thankful for the freedoms that we enjoy in this country, Father. We're grateful for great citizens and the freedoms we enjoy in this country, and for those who protect our freedoms. We ask that Thee might please bless our military and our emergency services folks, that they might be kept safe and watched over. We appreciate all those, Father in heaven, in our county who work here and dedicate their lives to helping us to enjoy the statute of life that we enjoy in this county, and to enjoy the blessings of this county, and able to being one with another in the community that we enjoy. Father in heaven, we're grateful for all the blessings that we enjoy. We're grateful for the weather that we're receiving, the moisture Thou hast blessed us with. Ask that Thee will see fit to bless us with more moisture, Father in heaven, that we will have snow in the hills, that we might have water for the coming seasons. Father in heaven, we are so grateful for all that Thou doth for us, and we ask that Thee might be with us in this meeting this day, that as we discuss things, that people will be kind and understanding, and there will be no contention, and people will not be rude or demeaning one to another, Father, that we might be kind to one another. Father, we ask for these and all their blessings that Thou seest that we stand in even need of, and ask this in the name of Thy Son, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. Please stand and join me in the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, thank you very much. I need a motion on approval of the minutes of the January 14th, 2026 and January 28th, 2026 minutes.
Can we do them both at the same time? Okay.
Yes, there is one error I found in January 28th. It's on the LATCF motion, and the problem was, it says that Commissioner Perry made the motion and also seconded it.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure,
I did not.
I'm sure he did one or the other.
I did make the motion.
And so I would
But
get
you seconded
that, okay, we will get that
It would have been you
fixed.
seconding it. Yep. So is that it?
Yeah, that's the only one.
With that, I'd make a motion that we approve the minutes of January 14th and the amended minutes of January 28th as presented.
I'll second it.
Have a motion and a second. If there's no further discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, motion passes. Thank you very much. Okay, administrative review reports and future agenda items. Commissioners?
We're working on it's just our special service district mineral lease. We'll be working toward getting that put out, and hopefully in one of the future, maybe next meeting or the meeting after that, but we'll get that work done, so you'll be seeing that come forward. So
Thank you, Commissioner Perry. Commissioner Bingham, do you have anything?
I don't have anything today.
Okay, very good. Former agenda items, Commissioner Perry, do you have anything?
Nope.
Other than what we just discussed? Commissioner
Neither
Bingham?
do I.
Okay, very good. Okay, ARPA and LATCF,
nope.
anything on that?
Nope.
Very good, okay. Mark, emergency management issues?
Just a couple things real quick.
Mark Millett, Box Elder County Emergency Manager. I just basically need a signature for the succession of authority, just who's in charge in sequence based upon if there's an emergency and somebody isn't available. So that's required each year by the state. Would you mind just dating that as well? I needed to have that done. Just a real quick report. We are doing better than anywhere in the state as far as soil moisture levels and overall water in the mountains, but we're still behind, but it's looking like we're into an unstable. We moved from that dry, warm to, so we're hoping that runs for a couple of months and hopefully get us back close to normal. The one thing I would just say is if there's at any point with drought-related issues, if we get to that point, there's some concerns. We are tangential to Elko County, which has an active disaster declaration for drought, which makes us eligible for resources that are available through NRCS and the FSA, Farm Service Administration. And then USDA also may have some other stuff available. If it becomes an issue that we need to look at this, we could file a drought declaration, which would open the doors to some additional assistance if need, so forth. So just kind of have that on that's what we'll be watching for over the next months.
Okay,
Okay?
very good.
Any questions?
I think we're good.
All right, sounds good.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
You'll be coming to that line item later in the
We don't have to do
agenda.
that line item now. I got it. We'll skip over it when we get to it.
Okay, under public interest presentations and concerns, we're excited to have the Boys and Girls Club Youth of the Year speech today. Janelle Jeffries is here with our Youth of the Year. We're excited to see her.
Janelle Jeffries, Boys and Girls Club Northern Utah, and thank you so much. Every year, you guys are gracious enough to let us bring our Youth of the Year and let them practice their speech. She will be going to competition next Thursday to compete against the other Boys and Girls Clubs across the state and be giving this speech at the legislative breakfast on the 19th. You're all invited to come up. It's a great event at 7 a.m., as is anyone from the county. Would love to have you. Laura's from Logan, our Logan teen site, and she is going to she's going to give you her speech today. Then you're welcome to ask her any questions she has.
Just have her introduce herself for first name and that when you talk, and then give your speech.
Yeah, make sure I spell it right too.
Yeah.
Aloura Gomez, Gomez. My name's Laura Gomez. I have always loved sunsets, but I know what it's like to live in darkness. My dad was never in my life. I spent my childhood moving around as my mom worked to make ends meet. 5 years ago, my older brother died of an overdose. As we all struggled to work through it, my stepdad became more and more violent, and 2 years ago, he tried to kill my mom. I didn't see any way through. I couldn't see my future. I couldn't sleep. I lost track of my physical and mental health. I lost perspective of what mattered in life. I just stopped caring and everything was dark. My name is Laura Gomez, and I am the Youth of the Year representing the Boys and Girls Club of Northern Utah from the Logan Teen Club. I have always had a hard time feeling like I belong and knowing when I am safe. The Boys and Girls Club has given me a space where I feel included and that people care not only about me, but my success and future. With my mom healing and joining me as a support along with the club, slowly I started taking responsibility for my future again. There were days I just wanted to hide, and simply showing up was a victory in itself. Fixing my credits, rebuilding my focus, and learning how to care for my physical and mental health has taught me both discipline and patience. As I prepare to move on to my adult life, the club has given me options and choices I didn't have before. They have shown me that there is a great future waiting for me. All I have to do is make the choice and do the work. I have support from people, and I now have the confidence to face my life and know it can be amazing. I am incredibly proud to represent my club as Youth of the Year. I represent youth from small towns. I represent youth from minority families. I represent youth who have experienced death and loss. But most importantly, I represent youth who have the courage to overcome the trials of their circumstance. My favorite quote is from Les Mis. Even the darkest night will end, and the sun will rise. I have always thought I love sunsets, but it's the sunrise that breaks the darkness. Thank you.
Very, very good. So proud of you. And it's, you've seen your potential, and your potential is great. Thank goodness for the Boys and Girls Club and what it does to support us in our communities. So we appreciate you being willing to come and to give your speech. It's scary, especially for youth, to come and sit down in front of everybody and do that. I remember as a youth, that was extremely frightening. But we appreciate you being willing to come and do that, and we appreciate the example that you set, not just for your family, for your mom, but for communities throughout Box Elder County, and Logan and the state itself. We just really appreciate that, and other kids will see you. They will see what you've done, your potential, and where you've come from, and what you've accomplished. And so we're very proud of you. Thank you so much for coming and being with us.
Thank you.
You'll do great. Thank you, Janelle. Okay, so, under number 9, clerk's office, appointment of Richard Day to the Willard Precinct Cemetery Maintenance Board, and Marla's gonna discuss that with us.
All right. First of all, I'd like to thank Carla Parsons, who has been serving the last few years. She's really done a lot for the Willard Cemetery. She's kind of got them up into modern times, and so we really appreciate that. But she has asked that somebody else be appointed in her stead, and they submitted their advertising and everything, and the board is recommending Richard Day to take her spot.
One motion?
Is there any further information? Okay, need a motion?
I make a motion, we appoint Richard Day to the Willard Precinct Cemetery Maintenance Board.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. There's no further discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, motion passes. Appointment of Charles K. Kimber and Blair G. Thompson to the Grass Creek Cemetery Board, and Marla will also discuss that with us as well.
Same kind of situation, just we have two out there. Richard Kimber and Jay Tanner both have served for many years, like decades. And it's been recommended that we appoint Charles K. Kimber and Blair G. Thompson to the board.
Okay, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to appoint Charles K. Kimber and Blair G. Thompson to the Grouse Creek Cemetery Board.
I'll second it.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, motion passes. Thank you. Okay, ratify signature on local consent form for Riverside Corner beer license. Marla's gonna-
We did it last meeting.
We did it last meeting?
We signed it, we just need to ratify.
Oh, if you signed it, yeah. You just need to ratify that you, the signature
So
that
I'd
you
make a
signed.
motion, we ratify the signature that we put on the local consent form for the Riverside Corner beer license.
Second.
Have a motion to ratify and a second by Commissioner Bean. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much. Motion passes. Okay, purchase of parcel, under Commissioner, purchase of parcel 03-156-0026, Box Elder County, Daniel E. Carter. We just need you to give your full name there, Mr. Carter. We just need you to give us your full name when you sit down.
Pull that chair. Yeah, we'll have you pull that chair out though, and just sit right there in front of that microphone, please.
I didn't want to hand this.
You wanted to give us a handout, oh,
Okay.
you like, kind of like Sunday school, right?
Thank you. There you go.
And yours so, at any rate, I guess, talking to Harry City, Mr. Barnhill, he said, well, you can't, build, anything on your property, even though your acreage is okay. It's just, you don't have an egress, no way out. And we have an ingress, but no egress. And so,
Can you pull that microphone?
you can see that where I'm talking about is and then up until a little while ago, there was a utility easement off of 2450. in other words, it goes off of Perry Lane and then goes down 2450 along Wagstaff's and property and the old Val Carsey property. And then he sold it to Link Construction, and he's gonna petition Perry to put a subdivision in there, which is, you know, I'm not worried about that. It's just, I don't have an egress. And I want to purchase this strip on, if you notice on there, that strip of land that's in the red. Yeah, this is also county parcel, and then it's got in the red. And then at the bottom of that, you kind of see that there's an opening there that goes to the east. Well, I figure, and because of the landowner to the end of this property here, he owns 0015 and 0017. He's blocked me from going. I've had it a half a century, give or take, you know. I know, not probably, but it's close to 50 years, and I haven't been able to do anything at all with it in the way of finding a way out and meeting the requirements of Perry City, which I don't blame them, you know. If you don't have an egress, you don't got it, you know. And this guy down at the bottom, he refuses. He's blocked it. He's put a gate. He's blocked it. He says, no, I'll never let anybody cross through, even though there's 25 feet each side that that was given on the description, 25 feet. Everyone had to give 25 each side. And if you own both sides like he does, then he has to give the 50 right away to the end of his property, but he refuses to do that. And so I'm in between a rock and a hard place, and I want to do something with the land, and if my granddaughter or my daughter right there, if she can utilize it, but other than that, it's just cost taxes every year. Oh, and when in the purchase of that, I'd like to request the property to go through a surplus disposal process, and the Box Elder County Assessor Office to make the value assessment. That's about it.
Okay, very good. Well, we appreciate the information. We're gonna have Scott come up and talk to us a little bit about this,
Okay,
so. Okay,
thank you.
thank you. Appreciate that, Mr. Carter.
You bet.
Scott Lyons, Box Elder County. Did you have questions or?
Yeah, can you just walk us through a little bit about this? And
Yeah, so Mr. Carter came to my office following meeting with Perry City. I don't know Perry City's requirements as far as what he's addressing there or if this would solve them or not. He did ask if it was possible to purchase this particular parcel from the county. If I remember correctly, the county gained ownership of this property from a tax sale in the late 90s. It is 0.05 or 0.06 acres in size, so something like 23 or 2,400 square feet is all. So I told him in a scenario like this where the county owns a piece of property, it would need to go through the surplus disposal policy. I shared a copy of that policy with him, and we did one about a year ago at the north end of Brigham City, where the county similarly about the same size. That one was triangular, but the county took that one through the same process and sold it to an adjacent property owner, fairly similarly. Now, in that surplus disposal policy that the county has, it does require, one, it requires the county commission to determine if they want to surplus the property. And then two, it requires them to determine one or more ways as to how they want to determine the value of that. And that can be through a sealed competitive bid, through a public auction, evaluation by a qualified and disinterested appraiser, the county assessor's office, or other professional publications or valuation services. I know on the one north of town, the assessor's office placed a value on it based on how they value, and it just took the square footage of it and said, this is the value we would place on it. So that could be done again if you want to proceed with the surplus of this particular parcel, or you can look at any of the other valuation options.
So it's about a half an acre.
No, 0.05.
Oh, 0.5.
Not 0.5, 0.05.
0.05, so it's small. And in so doing this will help him with,
I don't know.
that's, my big thing is what I would wanna make sure is, if we go to this work, that it is gonna benefit him, that with this piece of ground, that Perry City will allow him to do what he needs to do, not just buy this piece of ground and then.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not fully familiar with Perry's regulations. At the same time, I don't know that the county was aware that this is a piece of property that we have owned for the last 25 years.
Would you do me a favor? Will you work with the Carters? Let's make sure, I hate to see them purchase this piece of ground and then it not work out for them. So will you work with them, with the Carters, Perry City? Let's figure out, before we delve into this and figure out costs and figure out all these type of things. Let's visit with Perry City. Let's make sure that this will work for the Carters, and then we can have discussion and come back and visit this.
Yep.
Well, if that works out, can we start the process?
No, absolutely. I think that's the
So
process.
if that works, then I'd say we start down the process we did with the similar piece of property.
Okay, sounds good.
So, okay, Scott, thank you. Okay, under item B, approve Box Elder County line of succession.
We did that.
Commissioners, we've done that. We did that last meeting.
We just did it here, at the beginning. Mark did that.
We signed it, yeah. Okay, the Indigenous Legal Service Public Defender Contract. And
Michael McGinnis.
Mike's, well, hi, Mike.
Good, how are you?
I was looking for Annie's face.
Yeah, Annie submitted it for me. Mike McGinnis for the Box Elder County Public Defender's Office. We have a new public defender. We had one leave. So this is a new hire. We're just getting his contract going, and he's already started.
And who's that?
That's good.
Chase Hansen.
Jason.
Chase,
Yep.
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 Yeah, I read through the
He's a
contract,
former
so-
prosecutor, but we won't hold that against him.
Come on. Okay.
Be careful, you gotta drive home, I mean,
There we go. So I need a motion.
I'll make a motion that we approve Indigent Legal Services Public Defender Contract number 26-05, Chase T. Hansen.
I'll second it.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? If none, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, motion passes.
Great.
Hey,
Great seeing everybody. Thank you.
Thanks,
appreciate it so much. Okay, number 11, Coral Preservation Fund. Priority list, Scott Lyons.
Wait,
Welcome back,
what
Scott.
about, we're not doing these?
What's that?
No, we're not doing
No,
deals.
we're not gonna do that right now. She's still gathering information, so.
Okay.
All right, so per state code, each year, the county commission is supposed to adopt a priority list for the corridor preservation fund. It outlines the process that you would go through, or that priority list is to go through. So each year, like November, December, I will email all the cities in the county, and I'll send out the previous list and say, here's what's on the list. Let me know if you want anything taken off that list or if you want anything added to that list. Ultimately, what this priority list is a wish list. So it means the way state code reads is in order to be able to apply for funding, the project has to be on this list. So the list has a range of projects on it from each of the cities and towns and county. But if you don't have a project on the list, then you cannot apply for that project. So the COG met, or mayors, they met at the end of January, and they approved it, and now it comes to you for final approval, and that kind of sets the list for 2026. We have 2 funding cycles that then we accept applications for projects that are on this list. Generally, we see between 2 and 4 applications per year, 2 to 4 projects, whereas if you look at the list, there's probably 30 some odd projects on there, so.
So, you have to have the application before you figure this out, or do you do some of it? I mean, can somebody be involved in a project and then apply after it's in progress or anything like that?
So for the actual project, the application should be submitted before the project starts. So theoretically, it's like you would have some sort of a transportation plan in place for your community, and then you would say, these are our top 5 or 10 most pressing projects on our transportation plan. Let's put them on the priority list, and then during the year, let's say you would pick 1 or 2 of those projects and actually submit applications for them. That's usually how it plays out.
Okay.
Okay, very good.
What's the significance of the ones you've yellowed versus the ones you haven't?
So ones that are highlighted in yellow are new additions for 2026. Everything else is a rollover from 2025. I just have it prepared that way for when the mayors review it, that they can see what I'll send it out to them, and the cities that also have staff involved in transportation projects, I'll email them as well, so in case they want to address something with the mayors, they know what's already on there or what they could add to, so.
Okay, I'd make a motion that we accept the Box Elder County Local Transportation Corridor Preservation Fund 2026 priority list as explained.
Second?
Have a motion by Commissioner Perry and a second by Commissioner Bingham. There's no further discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye,
Okay, motion passes. Thanks. Thanks,
you're
Scott.
still here. We pulled it? Oh, we did it last time? Okay. Got it.
Okay. Under Sheriff's Office, renewal of the Cooperative Law Enforcement Agreement, number 26-04 between Box Elder County and USDA Forest Service for patrolling Forest Service lands. Sheriff Potter and Cade Palmer are
Chief Deputy Cade Palmer with the Sheriff's Office. I manage this contract. It's an annual signature that the Forest Service reimburses us for our patrol time we spend in Cache National Forest here and Sawtooth National Forest out west. It's for $6,000. I always pull the radio logs in our cases and show that we always exceed that amount on our contract rate. We've been between $6,000 and $10,000, but they reimburse us up to $6,000. So it's just a renewal of that contract.
Is 6,000 fair, or should we ask for more?
I actually have had that conversation with him today.
Okay.
We're gonna sign the contract for 6, but we've had discussion that we're gonna sit down and visit with them, and Chief Deputy said that this has not been, we have not revisited this for quite some time, and I feel like it's appropriate that we review this and sit down with them and let
I'm
them
thinking
know that-
6,000 for cash and 6,000 for Sawtooth. It'd be like, that's my
Well,
suggestion.
you're also asking for more money from the federal government. So
I know.
and to be fair, they don't have to pay this at all. If we had a fight, we could, right?
Yeah.
That's something to keep in mind.
Yeah.
But they did take it from 3 to 6.
Yeah,
10 years ago, something.
can't hurt to ask.
Yeah, so whatever we can get's fine. We're not gonna try to bully that doesn't work, so.
So how much do you think you're spending? doing this? You said,
Depending on the year, it's 6 to 10,000.
6 to
That's
10.
at our contract rate for a deputy contract. And that's responding to calls, and it's also doing proactive patrols on ATVs and in our vehicles. Yeah, that's
Okay.
just accounting for the sheriff's office time.
Ready for a motion?
thank you.
I make a motion that we renew the renewal of the Cooperative Law Enforcement Agreement 2604 between Box Elder County and the USDA Forest Service for patrolling Forest Service lands as explained.
Second?
Have Commissioner Perry made a motion and Commissioner Bingham seconded that. Any other conversations? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion passes. Let me send that right now.
Okay. I'll have him sign my copy too, then we'll have one until you get it back to me. I've got a bunch. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Thanks,
appreciate it. Okay, we are to the public comment period of our meeting. Those who wish to make public comment shall sign the comment roll and will be responsible for the following rules outlined in the County Commission Rules and Procedures. Speakers will have 1 3-minute opportunity to speak regardless of the number of items they wish to address. Speakers shall address their comments to the County Commission only. This is a time to be heard. There will not be a back and forth dialogue with the commissioners. Speakers may file copies of their remarks or supporting information with the county clerk. The county clerk will make the information available to the county commission. And we have one, and it's Deanna Hardy.
Deanna Hardy, Brigham. The founder said that what King George III did to the people had a happy effect because it woke the people up to their duty and responsibility to the gift of liberty. We, the people, are to be the watchmen. Alexander Hamilton stated in Federalist Papers 33 that when the government steps outside of its boundaries, of its constitutional limits, the people who have created this government must now stand and remedy the injury that has been done to our Constitution. The Supreme Court is not the final arbiter of what is constitutional and what is not. The Constitution is the final arbiter. Our founding fathers were wordsmiths. Their writings clarify what the Constitution says. The Supreme Court is only 1/3 of a branch of government, no more powerful, no less powerful. The Supreme Court is only 1/3 of the branch of government. They can act unconstitutional just like the president, the executive branch, and Congress, the legislative branch. It is up to the people to be the sure guardians of liberty and remedy the injury that has been done to our Constitution. Just reading your Constitution is not going to give you that understanding. Taking the time to learn about it will. Its history will. It has been stated that the Constitution is a living, breathing document. This statement is a fundamental lie to undermine the Constitution. It is stated so the government can attain more power. Our Constitution does not stand alone. It took 700 years to write our Constitution. 5 documents had to be written in order to give our founding fathers foundational principles and an understanding. Our Constitution has a genealogy. Our Constitution is the greatest human rights statement ever written, and America is the freest nation ever created. 1041 AD, King Edward made an agreement with the people that twice a year they can meet in a predetermined place and speak to the barons and lords about what they like and dislike about their government. And when the barons and lords would take that information back to the king. What we get here is the beginning of an awakening, an understanding of the people that being involved with your government is good. We need to understand and make sure that liberty is an inherent possession of man and not a gift of government. England is the most complex form of government of all medieval times already at this time. No other government has a common law system like England. 1066, King Edward is on his deathbed. He appoints his second in command named Harold because King Edward has no son. At this time, kings are born. There was someone in his bloodline, an heir named William I, and he lived in Normandy, France. William was really mad that King Edward was trying to pass his throne to someone not in his bloodline. William's nickname is William the Conqueror. And I hope I'll give each one of you one of these that you can read the rest of our history and realize that we are repeating the same mistakes. The kings didn't follow the 5 charters of liberty that were written back then, and we're not following the Constitution today. So I hope you'll read that, share it with your family and friends, and help preserve our liberty. Thank you.
Thank you. We do the warrant register now?
We just did it.
Oh, we just give it a shot. You got it correctly ahead of the game. There you go.
Personnel action right now.
Okay, personal action. Okay, we have no closed session, so
I would make a motion to adjourn.
Second?
I have a motion to adjourn by Commissioner Perry, second by Commissioner Bingham. Thank you for being here. We appreciate your time. Oh, all in favor, sorry.
Aye.
Beam.